Welcome, everyone. It is the roundtable, the solstice, June 21st, 2021. So delighted to see all of you and connect, and thank you for having your cameras on. It's so lovely to see you. Please open your chat so that I can communicate with you over the next 90 minutes. And you see Vince up there. Hi, Vince.
Hi, everyone.
While he goes to get the roundtable so we can get started, I will just go over a couple housekeeping items with all of you. The roundtable typically on an evening like this will speak 20 to maybe even 30 minutes. So we probably will be able to get maybe 5 or 6 questions in. And again, if you have your chat open, then I can talk to you that way. Otherwise, I'll just call your name. For those of you that are brand new, that have not been here before, Vince is a clear conscious channel. He does channel with his eyes closed. So from this moment on until he says good evening and good night to us in 90 minutes, you are speaking with the Ascended Masters, the Archangels, and your guides will all be at the round table of equality. And it's very important that you realize that you're not talking to Vince. You can talk to Vince later. And we'll have you all mute for now while the roundtable comes in to speak. And as I always say, please pay attention to everyone's question because we are all one energy and every question pertains to every single person on this call. And it will benefit you. And when you can listen to the recordings, please do as often as possible because you will hear them with different ears the next time you listen as we all expand and grow. And I'm going to be quiet now and welcome them in.
Good evening.
Good evening.
We have spent much time with this channel over the last several days, sharing information about opening hearts and melding, if you will, or integrating the mind and heart. And this is a very important time in your yearly calendar, if you will, in your Mother Gaia's day to day, year to year, week to week, month to month existence as your imaginary axis in the north points towards the sun. It is an opportunity for this summer solstice in the northern hemisphere for each and every one of you to examine your light. For each and every one of you to take the time to notice your light, or at least try to find your light. And then how do you better shine it out into the world? It's not about being just kind. It's not about just being compassionate. It's not even just being empathetic. It's about being whole and full in you and your light as you shine it out into the world, unimpeded by those things that you've used to protect you from being hurt, maybe even by just being seen. The summer solstice is about light. It's about the experience of the light in yourself and the light in others. It's about making sure that your light is shining as brightly as it can shine. It's also the change in season, truly the growing season. So you've planted your seeds have come to fruition, the plants are out of the ground for each and every one of you. But do you allow them to grow fully? Do you allow them to grow in a way that's seen by others? Are you watering them? Are you allowing them access to this light? Not just your light, but the light of others. For the light of others will help you on your journey. This is truly a community activity. You can't do it alone. You weren't meant to do it alone. So in making it a community activity, seeing and feeling and sharing light with others is truly what it's all about. When you allow yourself to shine freely, you're doing it without blame or shame. You're doing it without judgment. You're doing it without internal guilt. You're doing it in a way that others see you without any deterrence, be that deterrent of just not showing up fully, be it a deterrent of showing up in a way that you think others want you to show up, or maybe it's deciding not to show up at all. That's not what you're meant to be. That's not who you are. That's not how you meant it to be when you decided to come to this experience. We'll share with you that each and every one of you have a special light. You have a light that will attract those who need to experience your light. You have a light that will show the way for many people to uncover theirs, to experience themselves. Just as many others are shining their light so you can more fully experience yours. Find your way. Walk through your doors. Walk down your halls. And experience the life that you are meant to live. A life of goodness, a life of love, a life of empowerment. A life of excitement, a life of joy, a life of love, a life of love, a life of love. So remember, it's about fully bringing your light. And the summer solstice is asking you to do that as you fully embrace the sun for as long as you can during your 365 plus day cycle. This is your time in the Northern Hemisphere to see the light of you, to see the goodness of you, to see what you bring to the world in a way that empowers you to share them. So many times you don't see all the light of you. You don't understand all the light of you. So it's easier to maybe stand back. But we're telling you, this is the time. You've poked through the surface. You've chosen to be here. It's ready for you to grow and bloom into the fullness of who you are. Moving towards the harvest of your gifts and talents. The harvest of the magnificent things that you bring to this world in a way that no one else can. Solstice is also a time to see the yin and the yang, if you will. As the Northern Hemisphere is experiencing the light, the Southern Hemisphere is experiencing the winter solstice and the darkness, the shadows, the, shall we say, moving into a space of rest. Whereas in the Northern Hemisphere, as you experience the summer solstice, there is time for joy, there's time for excitement, there's time for you to fully express yourself. But we ask you, do you know what fully expressing yourself means? Don't go by old definitions of what sharing love means, because you are stepping from an older paradigm into the new paradigm of understanding the unity, understanding that there is no duality, understanding that separatedness is doing nothing but hurting each and every one of you in your growth and expansion. You want to grow and expand unencumbered. You want to grow and expand in the way that you were meant to. Now we want to share with you, as you move into the summer solstice, and as you then move into the equinox and move into your autumn, you're going to see some things happening in the country, some things happening in the world, of people deciding that they don't want to stay at this energy anymore. They're ready to possibly come back in a way that they can more expand themselves, more expand the world, more expand the universe. So you may see some natural disasters. You may see some wars, not big wars, but small enough wars to take many lives. The fear of your pandemic is still lingering. Make sure that you move from the fear into empowerment. Make sure that you come from a place of high vibration and help those around you raise their vibration, so that in that higher vibration, the pandemic will move on and there will be no variants that raise up over the autumn time frame and take more lives. Each and every one of you have a part in making sure that doesn't happen by raising your vibration, by holding your vibration in the highest frequencies that you can. And realize, for those who are ready to move on, for ready to leave, they may find their ways to do that. For they have or will serve their divine intent, serve their mission before they leave this world. So we ask you, as you begin to formulate your questions, can you share questions based on your light? Can you share questions based on you moving forward more fully into who you are? Can you ask questions from a place that will help you move from the vibrations of fear or anger or despair or disempowerment into the frequencies of happiness, joy, empowerment, love? Can you ask questions that will help you shine your light truly out into the world and no longer believe that you're shining it out as bright as you can? Because we can share with you, everyone on your earth can shine their light even brighter. The most empowered gurus, the Dalai Lama, there's always room to shine your light even brighter. We're honored to be here with you today to celebrate this solstice. We're honored more to be here to celebrate each and every one of you on your journey. It's time for you to step further into the journey. You wouldn't be here if it wasn't. It's time for you to open up to the new paradigm. It's time for you to step through and even question the things that you believed in the old paradigm. Expansion, growth, manifestation, materialization, even creation is going to happen faster and faster and faster. What you create, what you materialize, what you manifest, all has to do with where your thoughts are, where your energy is, where your feelings are. Be careful of what you think. Be careful of where you let your emotions drop to a lower vibration. Because in that experience,
I guess what are you up to?
because
You're welcome to.
Because in that experience of allowing your thoughts to take you into directions that you may not want to go, or bring things into your life that you may not want to bring in, with this faster manifestation, with this faster creation, with the energies coming together to support you in your creation, there may be things in your life that you create that you do not want. Just remember and come from the space that I created it with my thought and feelings. And I can recreate. I can let this energy enfold, go back up into the universe, if you will, find its way into the energy, the unused, the untapped, the untouched energy of the universe, to be recreated, remanifested into what you truly want, what you truly deserve, and what you're truly here to experience. It's time. You're being called. You're hearing it. It's pulling you. Just like everybody else in this call is getting their callings, getting their pullings. That's why you're here. That's why you wanted to know about the light of the summer solstice. That's why you wanted to know about the dark and the shadow of the winter solstice. Because all of that comes into you finding your who, what, and why. So reach out to Mary, and she'll tell you how to understand what we're sharing here.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. We want to share with each and every one of you that you truly are here because you're being called. You're being called to what? You're being called to who you are. You're being called to what you brought into this earth. You are not a mistake. You are not a coincidence. You chose to come to this earth. You chose the people that were going to be in your life. You made agreements with some of them to help you move further on your path. You knew that there was going to be a time of forgetting, so you could experience the low vibration of the frequency of you. So you could learn to experience the high vibration of the frequency of you. And then to truly expand it. Not just your energy, but the energy of all on your earth, the energy of all in the universe, the energy of the universe itself. You knew that when you came here. You knew that that forgetting period was going to come to an end. In some ways, you chose some of the ways that you would be woken up. It might be a gentle wake up at first, like, is this really what the rest of my life is for? That's a gentle wake up. It might be a stronger wake up. I just can't take this anymore. I've got to change things. It might be even a stronger wake up. Somebody in your family dies, and it's time for you to start looking at living your life more fully before you go. It might be even stronger, where you end up having stage 2, stage 3, or stage 4 cancer, where it gets your attention to a point where you say, if I can live, if this treatment will work, if I can holistically heal myself, I will do whatever I can to live the reason I'm here. Those are all wake-up calls on the journey to bring you back from that forgetfulness that was required for you to learn all the magnificence of you, all the gifts that you have to bring, all the amazing talents that you brought, and all the new awareness that it's going to take to change the world or solve a problem in your way. You truly are the light. If you choose to point your imaginary axis to the sun at all times, of course, proverbial as we speak to you, as you choose to point your imaginary axis to the fullness and wholeness of the universe, or whatever you want to call it, and allow your light to shine fully and the light of the entire universe to be reflected through you, without mask, without hiding, without rules or regulations on how you're supposed to do it. When you put you and your purpose first, you're actually serving the people in your life. You're serving the people of your planet. You're serving the beings of the universe. You're serving the source energy. You're meant to serve. You're meant to be all of who you are. And you're meant to shine your light at all times. And that means at times you will uncover the darkness of the shadows. But when you learn to find the gift in those, and you're learning to step forward using the gift in each and everything that you uncover that might seem dark, you bring your light to it. As soon as you bring your light to it, the shadow goes away. Your light is love. But love, in the definition that most of you hold, or is held in the society that you live in, the world that you live in, that love is only the beginning. It's only the beginning of what true love is, and how it will bring your community together, how it'll bring your world together, how it'll bring your family together. And when you learn to love every aspect of yourself, it will bring you together fully in all your glory, in all your wonder, in all your uniqueness. The world needs you. Your family needs you. Your country needs you. Your world needs you. The universe needs you. We need you. In this now and every now, we love you. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, everyone. What a powerful message. Thank you for your great questions. Most of you have seen in the chat that Vince and I would love to connect with all of you again next Monday night. I will send out an email tomorrow called a Conscious Connective, where we can just chat, do some coaching, connecting, take the messages tonight deeper, answer questions. We hope that you will join us, get to know you a little better, and give you some more guiding light in these times.